Hello, my name is Mark Hamlin, and this video was created specifically for ministries, nonprofits, and other organizations that have a need to raise money. In this presentation, I'm going to show you how to raise unlimited funds for any project, dream, or personal aspiration. Remember the Polaroid camera and how amazing it was to get an instant picture? Well, it's already become a modern-day dinosaur. Everything is different now. We've gone from the rotary phone to the cell phone. The world is changing all around us. We have the internet, social media, mobile apps, and now crowdfunding. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. So what is crowdfunding? According to Wikipedia, crowdfunding is the practice of funding a project or venture by raising monetary contributions from a large number of people, typically via the internet. Forbes magazine says that crowdfunding is the next big trend. Crowdfunding is a worldwide phenomenon that is now helping to make the dreams of people just like you and me come true every day. To the tune of $5.1 billion in 2013, over $10 billion in 2014, and the World Bank estimates reaching $96 billion in 10 years. Crowdfunding is a powerful new global economy. In 2013, Facebook and crowdfunding were neck and neck, with Facebook grossing $5.97 billion that year, and crowdfunding grossed $5.1 billion. And now crowdfunding is reaching over $10 billion in 2014 and has outperformed Facebook by billions of dollars. Better than Facebook? Now that's powerful. Powerful enough to fund any project, big or small, that your organization may have. So let me ask you, do you have a project, a dream, or personal aspiration that is close to your heart? What is your dream? Perhaps you want to start or expand a business, renovate or build a church, create projects to make the world a better place, fund home improvements, fund college loans or weddings, buy a new car or house, create a retirement fund, or simply pay off bills, loans, and mortgages. Today we're going to share with you a revolutionary way to fund your dreams, and in the process help many others do the same. If you Google crowdfunding, you will find that there are over 500 crowdfunding websites on the internet. They all have three things in common. They all charge a fee or a percentage of your donation for using their platform. They all require you to do your own marketing. That means you have to contact hundreds or thousands of people through your own efforts to ask for contributions. They all have time limits. So for the most part, you're pretty much on your own. And only a small percentage of people and projects actually get funded. But not anymore. Welcome to our intentional global community built upon our world-class shared crowdfunding platform. Our leveraged shared platform is different. There are no fees. There are no time limits. We share contributions globally. There are no restrictions on projects and categories. And your projects can potentially receive hundreds and possibly thousands of shared contributions it would never have received on other crowdfunding websites. On our shared platform, we voluntarily choose to contribute to other people's projects. In return, we can receive from an unlimited number of other crowdfunders. Here are a few examples of some of the projects you'll see on our site. Someone have medical expenses, some things they need to do. Perhaps they want to create a CD. You can see another project here. Someone has an environmental project. Someone wants to help the homeless. We have ministry projects, schools, animal projects, you name it, they're on our site. Yes, that's right. Now you can raise unlimited funds via crowdfunding for your favorite project, dream, or personal aspiration. And in the process, share it forward to help other families, friends, and business connections do the same. Truly, this is the spirit of people helping people. This presentation is a personal invitation for you and your organization to join our intentional community of crowdfunders and begin funding your dreams today. So would you like to know how shared crowdfunding donation distribution formula actually works? First thing I want to mention, ladies and gentlemen, is that this is not a business or an income opportunity. Our donation distribution formula is purely based on crowdfunding, and we make no claims or guarantees of the contributions that your project will receive. Each individual or organization's project success depends largely on his or her commitment, desire, and personal effort. The following slides display a hypothetical mathematical example based on each project manager that joins that will refer to other project managers or donors that join, and they each make a $200 donation. Please note, this is only a hypothetical example. In the real world, it will never happen in this manner. Some project managers will refer two, some one, and some none. But some will refer many more, so each situation will be unique. Your total financial risk is only the initial contribution you donate to your referr's project, which is non-refundable and a personal choice. In this presentation, we just want to give you a taste of how it works. We have other presentations that go into more details. The most important thing to understand is that your efforts can be magnified and leveraged by participating in our shared global crowdfunding community. The following example is based on you referring two project managers who each make a one-time contribution of $200 to your project. Each new project manager refers two additional project managers that each do the same. As additional contributions are received, every project manager steps up and progressively funds all 7 floors. Our platform is based on a give and then receive formula. You receive 100% of your first floor contributions directly, and on floors 2 through 7, those are known as community contributions, and they are shared. So here's our first example of what community sharing looks like. So let's say, for example, this is your project, and I am the person or the organization that referred you. We're going to help you get set up, explain how crowdfunding works, and explain how our platform works and the benefits of using it. So let's just say, for example, my project is the training school. So what you're going to do is make a donation to my project, and my project is going to receive 100% of that donation. It'll be anywhere from $50 to $200. So now, for example, you go out and you tell your supporters that you've created a crowdfunding project to perhaps to build a new building or to pay off your existing building. And anyone can donate directly to you by going to your site, and they can donate. You get 100% of the money, or they can email it to you, however you want to do that. But if anyone would donate $50 to your project, what you're going to do is you're going to help them set up a crowdfunding project for them and their family. For example, they may need money to put a roof on a house, to beef up their retirement account, to send their children to college. Whatever legitimate reason that they have, they'll be able to raise money just as the organization is doing it. So now it becomes a win-win situation, and you will notice that many people will participate in this, and your donations are going to increase. So now, every project and every individual can refer as many people as they want, and they get 100% of those initial donations up to the first $200. So let's say your organization goes out and refers Joe. You're going to help Joe get set up, and many other people. Well, when you do that, those people are going to be on the first floor that comes after you. The person or the organization who referred you is on the first floor before you, and of course that would be the training school. Now, when Joe and those other individuals or organizations go out and refer people, they are now going to be on the second floor that comes after you. All right, and there can be an unlimited number of projects on that floor. Now, you can also receive donations from those projects, because I want you to remember that within our community, we support the projects of one another. And isn't that the way it should be, supporting each other? And it's also set up that the more people you help, the more organizations you help, the more help that you receive. So Mike and the other projects are now on the second floor that comes after you. Now, you can receive donations from them, but you must qualify. How do you do that? By making another donation to one of the projects within our platform. In this case, we're going to say Ricky's College Fund. Now, one of the things you should understand, ladies and gentlemen, is that when you get started with us, with that initial donation, whether it be $50 up to $200, that's the only time you actually have to go into your pocket. Everything else that you do with our system comes out of the donations that you're going to receive. You're going to take a little bit of the donation that you receive and you're going to donate it to another project within our platform. And you're going to see how powerful this is shortly. So now, those projects that came after you on this second floor, they refer people and organizations. So now you have you have additional projects on the third floor that came after you. Now, in order for you to receive donations from them, you must qualify, and you qualify by making a donation to the project on the third floor that came before you, which is Mrs. Jones Home Repair. All right, so now on those projects on the third floor that came after you, when they refer other people, you can receive donations from them as well, but you must qualify by making a donation to the VETS program on the fourth floor that came before you. And this process continues on, ladies and gentlemen, 7 floors. And then it begins to get very interesting, because now you're able to leverage technology and the power of people to generate donations for your project. All right, let's continue on. So with community shared funding, by sharing contributions one time on each floor or step with projects that came before you first, your project qualifies to receive contributions on the same corresponding floor or steps from unlimited project managers that come after you in the community. Okay, so now that we've laid a little foundation down so that you can get a better understanding of this very dynamic, powerful concept, I want to break it down a little bit. Now, first of all, when an organization, a nonprofit participates with us, there is a way that they can participate without any cost whatsoever, and they're able to raise funding. So this is called direct funding. And so what an organization does, they write their story, talk about how much money they need, why they need it, and tell a little bit about their history. They can register that program, that crowdfunding project, with our website, and we will host it for them without any cost whatsoever. There is no cost whatsoever for any organization or individual to host and register their project with us. In this case, they're going to promote their project themselves, and 100% of the donations go directly to them, and they get 100% of the money. No cost whatsoever. All the money is theirs. That's the first way that an organization can promote. And the best way to do this, ladies and gentlemen, is with media coverage. You want to do something within the community, invite the media there, and then promote your crowdfunding project through the media for maximum results. Okay, next. So that is the first way of raising funding using crowdfunding. Now, the second funding process is what's known as community funding. So I'm going to walk you through this. So I've spoken at several churches. I've spoken before the congregation, and I get a really good understanding of how this works, and I want to explain that to you right now. So I introduce a church or organization to our concept. I explain how everything works. We get them all set up in the platform, but we also share with them this community funding, which is all about leveraging the power of the community, small donations from many people who are connected together. All right, so now we get them set up, get their project set up, all the 9 yards, and what are they going to do? They're going to make a donation to my project. It'll be anywhere from $50 to $200, and 100% of that money I get to keep, no fees whatsoever. So now the church or organization makes an announcement to their supporters. Ladies and gentlemen, we have started a crowdfunding project to pay for a new church. The great thing is that you can donate to us directly, which we would greatly appreciate it. But we've got another feature where if you will donate at least $50, this is what we're going to do for you. We're going to help you set up your own crowdfunding project. We're going to explain to you how it works, and we're going to show you how to get donations to take care of the things you need to take care of for your family. For example, you need to put a roof on your house. You need money to send your kids to college. You want to beef up your retirement account. You want to repair the house. Any legitimate reason, you'll be able to raise money for that and your family as well. How many of you would be willing to participate with us on that level? All right, so we get a great response from that, because now it's a win-win situation. It's not just about the church anymore. Now it's about my family, and the church is going to be helping me to do what I need to do in order to raise money for my family. All right, so now the church can refer as many people as they want to. So here's Joe. Joe wants to do some construction on his own house, but he didn't have the money. So now he's going to donate. We're going to help him get his project set up. All this is automated, by the way, videos and webinars that he can go to. So it's not a whole lot of work on the church's part. They just need to connect the people to the infrastructure that we already have set up. And so we get him his project set up, and he's going to make a donation to the church of at least $50, and the church gets 100% of that. And remember, the church can refer as many people as they want. It might be 100 people that want to do it. And within the ministry, it might be 1,000 people. And when they donate that $50, all of that goes directly to the church, 100%. All right, now, here's an interesting thing. This gentleman, well, he has a project now, and we're going to show him how to promote his project. And when he goes out and he says, listen, I found a way to get the money to renovate my house, and the great thing is that I don't have to pay the money back, well, he's going to get people's attention. And naturally, people are going to say, well, how do you do that, and how can I do that? So he helps this young lady get set up, explains the concept, and she donates to his project. He can help as many people as he wants. He can help other organizations, other churches, sororities, fraternities, you name it. And he can generate some significant amount of revenue, donations for his project. Now, this is known as the first round of community funding. Everyone participating can help as many people as they want. We mentioned it earlier. The more people you help, the more help you get. All right? But here's the innovation, ladies and gentlemen, is that when these individuals and these groups, when they go out and they help others, they are connected to us. And this is what we call the second round of funding. Now, there is a way that you can qualify to receive donations from this second group of individuals, and you will receive anywhere from 25 to 50%. You must qualify, and the way you qualify is by making a donation to another project on the floor above, on the corresponding floor above. There you are. All right, so if you want to receive donations from the projects that are on the second floor that came after you, you must make a donation to the project that is on the second floor before you. The third floor, if you want to receive donations from the project that's on the third floor that came after you, you must make a donation to the project that's on the third floor that came before you. So hopefully you understand, ladies and gentlemen, not only is there a second round of funding, there's a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, and a seventh. Now let's go back and break down the numbers a little bit more so you can understand it even more. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so what I would like you to do is to imagine a building with 7 floors. And each floor has 3 steps on each floor. Now, let's just say, for example, that you are down in the lobby down here. But on the first floor is the project of the person or the organization that referred you. On the second floor is the project or organization that referred them. On the third floor is the project or organization that referred them, and it continues that way. Now, this first floor, ladies and gentlemen, represents the projects or individuals that you refer, and their goal is to walk their way up these stairs by making donations. On the first floor, those donations, they all go to your project, and they are a $10 donation and a $40 donation, which is the first 50. The accelerator allows you and organizations to receive donations faster. So this is included in the first $50 donation that is made. That's the $10 on step 1, and the accelerator is a total of $50. Then the second step is $50, and the third step is $100. And your goal and my goal is to walk up these stairs by making the appropriate donations to the appropriate projects on each floor until we get all the way to the 7th floor. All right? Now, if you look on the side here, it shows you the amount of donations that's made. So the first floor is $200 in donations that go to the project of the person who referred you. On the second floor is $320 of donations that goes to the project that is two floors before you. Then these numbers double from $320, $640, $1280, $2560, all the way up to $10,240. So these are the projects that came before you. Now on this side, ladies and gentlemen, are the projects that came after you. And you're going to see how they go together in just a moment. Now remember, you receive 100% of the donations of all the projects that you personally refer, starting with $50 all the way up to $200. Now, this is the first formula. Now there's another formula. The second formula includes those projects that are on the second to the seventh floor, either before you or after you. Now in this particular case, you will receive 50% of those donations, and the other 50% is actually shared with two other projects that were before you. Okay, now you're going to catch this. You'll be seeing this over and over again, but this is a very dynamic algorithm that is very powerful, as you are about to see. So in this example, we're going to say that you just simply go out and help two individuals or two organizations that donate $200 to you. And in this example, we're going to show you what happens when those two individuals or organizations go out and simply help two each. And we're going to show you what the numbers look like so you can get an idea of the amounts of donations that you'll be able to generate for your organization. So here you are, and you refer two people or organizations to our project. So you receive $200 times 2, or a total of $400 towards your project. All right, now your goal is to work your way up to the second floor. Now you're going to do that. The way you're going to do that is you must make a donation to this project. But where's that donation going to come from? It doesn't come out of your pocket. It actually comes out of the donations that you have already received. So as I mentioned, when someone starts with us, it's just a one-time initial donation. After that, they never have to go back into their pocket. So let's just say these two people, they go out and they refer two people or projects each. So now you have 4 projects on your second floor. All right, this is the second floor below you. Here's the second floor above you. Now, remember we said in order for you to qualify to receive donations from projects on the second floor that came after you, you must make a $320 donation. So this $320 is right here, ladies and gentlemen. It actually came out of the $400, right? Now, of this $320, you're actually receiving half of it from the projects that came after you. So it is, instead of 160, instead of 320, it is 160. 160 is half of 320 times 4 projects. That gives you a donation of $640. So you receive $640. That's what the green indicates. Now, these 4 projects, they're going to go out and they refer just 2 individuals or organizations. So now you have 8 projects or individuals on the 3rd floor after you. You donate $640, which came from here, but you receive $2,560. Even after you do the math, you have $1,920 towards your project. This is the foundation of what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen. From here, the numbers get very good. All right. So now those 8 projects, they help 2 each. So now you've got 16 projects on the 4th floor that came after you. You donate $1,280 to the project on the 4th floor that came before you, but you receive $10,240. Even after you deduct the $1,280, you still have an additional $8,960 towards your project. And we're going to stop here with the math because these numbers get very powerful and they get large, and we don't want to blow anyone away, but you can probably do the math on your own or contact the person who referred you and they'll share those other numbers with you. Now here's the interesting thing, ladies and gentlemen. Those numbers that you saw on the previous screen only represent half of the contributions, because we didn't talk about this other 50% right here. When you add this additional 50%, it almost doubles the amount of donations that you received based on that chart that we just showed you. Now all funds are received immediately. You can deposit them, you can put them in your pocket, ladies and gentlemen. You can deposit them in your bank account. We also have an electronic wallet where funds go into that wallet, and then you can withdraw it to your bank account through PayPal. In addition, our proprietary software can be set on automatic. and it will work for you 24 hours a day. So the heavy lifting is done by the software. It determines who the donations needs to go to. It makes those donations and notifies you when you've received donations. So it doesn't get easier than this. You can start with $50, $100, or $200 donations. We recommend $200 if you can. It's simple. Starting with a $200 contribution can help accelerate the funding your projects. Can it help accelerate the funding your project 4 times faster? All right. Remember what the great motivational leader Zig Ziglar said? If you help enough other people get what they want, you'll get what you want. This is the power of our revolutionary shared donation distribution formula. We succeed in funding our projects by helping and supporting others to fund theirs. So here's the question. How many friends do you have in your cell phone directory? How many email contacts do you have on your laptop? And how many friends do you have on social media? Send a text, send an email, use social media, and you can set in motion an internet tidal wave around the world that can change your life forever. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation. We know it was a little lengthy, but we just wanted to give you all the details. Be sure to get back with the person who referred you, and they will help you get started. Thanks so much.